Here we are on Clothesline, the show where we wring them clean, string them up and put them to dry on the clothesline. 2015 gave way to 2016 amid fireworks, firecrackers, or just fires.
Floor, we definitely understand, of course, it's a residential building. Some of the reports suggest that this was all noticed and became an event sometime this morning.
And where there is a fire, it's great to have nuts nearby to toast. But these nuts were too far to be toasted, but close enough for a "look, the hotel is on fire" selfie. Because obviously, while they didn't get toasted, they got roasted on social media for that silliness. What are you trying to prove? That you're hotter than a burning building? These guys are as smart as the dude who bought my 2015 calendar on OLX. But this couple weren't the only nuts who got roasted. Nuts closer home got toasted too. Congress nutters were burning an effigy of Prime Minister Modi and got burnt themselves.
ये देखिए, ये तस्वीरें, दर्दनाक हादसा, भयानक हादसा ये अचानक से यहाँ पर पुतला फूका जा रहा था, मोदी सरकार के खिलाफ विरोध प्रदर्शन.
AAP nutters were toasting effigies of Arun Jaitley and toasted one of Kejriwal instead. And there were more nutters, the AIA DMK workers, whose lungis caught fire while protesting against Vijaykanth. Wah! Is it just me, or have you noticed that party workers are not so efficient in the art of effigy burning anymore? 3 screw-ups within a month? And here, me, as a veteran journalist, have seen effigies pookoed from the times of Lal Bahadur Shastri and Indira Gandhi and Jayaprakash Narayan. Till now, I have not seen party workers burning their own leader's effigy by mistake or burning themselves by mistake. So, as to avoid any such accidents in the future, here is our tutorial on burning effigies for new political workers.
For most efficient and safe effigy burning experience, please follow these instructions, because when things get politically hot, you don't want to be the one getting burnt. Step 1. Make sure you know what your leader looks like and what the leader of the party you are opposing looks like. If they look even slightly similar, make some sort of addition to make the distinction clear. This distinction is important not only for the cameras and audience, but also your own party workers. We don't want to burn an effigy of our own party leader. Step 2. Paste the easily identifiable and clearly distinguishable from your own leader's mugshot on an effigy made of a dry and flammable material. But the material should be flammable, not combustible. Step 3. Carry enough firefighting equipment to the effigy burning protest site. Like in every picnic, there will be flies. At every effigy burning, there will always be idiots who are ready to light up. Step 4. Avoid using kerosene, petrol, or any such highly flammable supplement. They can do more damage than good. Remember, we are not here for a barbecue or for Lodi celebrations, that we want a very healthy fire. Even a lame ember-like fire is enough. The practice of effigy burning is symbolic. It's not like you have to wait for the full effigy to burn completely and do some kapat kriya or something. Step 5. Do not wear flowy clothes like saris, chunnis and flowing lungis while taking part in an effigy burning. Wear fine and sharp cuts of suits, shirts, pajamas or kurtas. Step 6. Carry matches and not a lighter. Burning effigies with a match is easier since you can throw it into the fire. A lighter could explode. With those safety precautions in place, have a great effigy burning experience. Stay safe, stay politically active, and change the nation one bonfire at a time. Jai Hind.
Is reporting about your analysis, your questions, or your hair? Well, Anna Fifield or Fifield of the Washington Post had a complaint regarding Kim Jong-un, who exploded a hydrogen bomb. Citizens of the Republic North Korea, I'm certain, were convinced it was a 5.1 magnitude quake caused by the fart of their dear great leader. But no, Anna from Washington Post complaint wasn't about that. It was about this.
Hey North Korea, next time give me a heads up on your nuclear test so I have a chance to do my hair, okay?
You know, Anna, it's fine. If bad hair made any difference to reporting, none of these people would ever make it on air.
ये रेशमी जुल्फें ये शर्बती आँखें इन्हें देख कर जी रहे हैं सभी इन्हें.
In case you're wondering what the hairless wonders were doing in the bad hair mashup, any hair not on the head is bad. And if bad hair made any difference, he would not be leading the primaries. While Kim Jong-un's supposed hydrogen bomb caused a minor tremor on Twitter, a real earthquake measuring 6.7 on the Richter scale didn't even cause a ripple on Indian television news. It was the northeast, you see. Manipur, to be exact. Yeah, that's a place. Buildings fell, a person died, about 30 were injured. But nah, we were busy with odd, even and Pathankot attack coverage. If you want to get some more coverage, Manipur, try one of these. Introduce the odd, even rule, or host the Miss Universe pageant, or get Sanjay Dutt into one of your jails. But that's a short-term measure. He won't stay long. On Christmas Eve, Prime Minister Modi became Santa Claus and surprised Nawaz Sharif by paying him a visit. Because as we know, Nawaz has not been naughty. Well, frankly, I pity those journalists who had done their packing, shacking, booked their tickets and had gloated their Facebook status, Christmas party at Goa, when phones must have started ringing. Arey, वापस आओ, subcontinent की सबसे बड़ी biggest news है, तुरंत वापस आ जाओ. But looks like the creative team was still in holiday mode because many media outlets had the same headline. Be it Hindustan Times,
Modi's diplomacy. Breakfast in Kabul, tea in Lahore, dinner in Delhi.
Scroll,
Breakfast in Kabul, lunch in Lahore, and dinner in Delhi. Twitter reacts to Modi's Pakistan visit.
First Post,
Breakfast in Kabul, tea in Lahore, dinner in Delhi. BJP calls the Modi-Sharif meet imaginative diplomacy.
Business Standard,
After breakfast in Kabul, Modi to have lunch in Lahore.
Aaj Tak,
दिल्ली में आज शाम डिनर होगा, यानी कि 3 अलग-अलग पहर.
Jagran.
पीएम ने काबुल में नाश्ता, लाहौर में लंच और दिल्ली में किया डिनर.
Really? Same headline all the way? And where was it inspired from? Border?
सुबह का नाश्ता जैसलमेर में करेंगे, दोपहर का खाना जोधपुर में करेंगे और रात का दिल्ली में.
But couldn't you have a better one than that? So while both Indian and Pakistani sides were going ballistic over the visit, which had caught everyone by surprise, some Pakistani news channels had altogether a different concern. वीजा कितने हैं?
बगैर वीजे के 120 लोग जो है वो लाहौर में लैंड किया है. तोबा तोबा ये पहली दफा देखा गया है और तोबा तोबा ये पहली दफा देखा गया है कि 120 रुकनी वफद जो है बगैर किसी वीजे के एक आजाद और खुद मुख्तार मुल्क जिसका अपना आइन है, जिसकी अपना पार्लियामेंट है, तोबा तोबा वो पहली दफा जो है उस इलाके में उसने लैंड किया है. तोबा तोबा, ये न्यूज एंकर noticed his own people were laughing behind his back. But clearly, neither Narendra Modi nor Nawaz Sharif were in the mood to be concerned for his Toba Toba. If there was anything Toba Toba they were in for, it was this. So when our Prime Minister surprised them with his visit, why would the Pakistanis be left behind? They surprised us too by their visit in Pathankot.
Our top story, news of the major terrorist attack on Indian soil. Terrorists from the Jaish-e-Mohammed attacked the Indian Air Force's frontline Pathankot Air Force Base.
Actually, no, Pakistan, we're not surprised. Really, you're boringly predictable. But we're not, neither predictable nor boring. We present...
नवाज शरीफ ने कहा कि आइए लंच करके जाइए, क्रिसमस का दिन है. तो यहाँ राइवेंड पैलेस में कभी आपने देखा है शीलका कि आपने तो पूरा अपना करियर.
The major terrorist attack on Indian soil. Terrorists from the Jaish-e-Mohammed attacked the Indian Air Force's frontline Pathankot Air Force Base.
मुझे इतना बड़ा धोखा दिया है.
But the real Surma Bhopalis of this entire story were these two eloquent bravehearts. तो जाबाज हुआ क्या?
ने रोजा शरीफ है ख्वाजा साहब 5 पीर ਦਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਤਲੂਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅੱਗੇ ਨਾਕਾ ਫਤਿਹਪੁਰ ਆਂਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਹੋਰ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਕਾ ਆਂਦਾ ਲੰਘ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਕੋਲੀਆਂ ਮੋੜ ਇੱਕ ਪਿੰਡ ਇਲਾਕਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਉਧਰ ਨੂੰ ਆਂਡੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਗੰਨੇ ਦੇ ਖੇਤ ਹੈ ਉੱਥੇ 2-3 ਪਾਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਸੜਕਾਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ
उधर से फटाफट भागे और आगे एक छोटा नाला है उसको हमने पानी से भीतर उसको क्रॉस किया जब पानी क्रॉस किया तो क्रॉस करने के बाद एक सड़क है आगे से सड़क को भी हमने क्रॉस किया और उसके एक बड़ा नाला है बड़े नाले से आगे क्रॉस नहीं हो सकता साथ एक पुल है उसके
Now that we know the order in which every village and nala falls, we can do away with the Google map and GPS. So all you doubters who are wondering why the superintendent of police of Pathankot was traveling in the middle of the night with his cook is because not only can his cook make him the tastiest chole bhature, but he can also tell him which village to eat them in, on which side of the nala and on which highway. Jithe manji te lassi bhi naal mildi hai. And you cynical jaded doubters who were asking what was the jeweler doing there? To manji hai to sona bhi hoga. So when guns and roses both do not work with Pakistan, we like to unleash our best weapon. Arnab Goswami.
2. Hello. We lost the last part where you said I have asked them to. Hello. You said something. Yes. You said the Nawaz Sharif said you asked somebody in Pakistan to what, and I missed that part. We lost you there.
Yes, please.
Hey, why is he having difficulty hearing Arnab? Arnab ki awaaz has become equivalent to Sunny Deol's hand pump scene in Gadar and Hamid Mead. You're not able to hear it? Well, phone line disruptions are not new in our news channels. But if the disruption itself becomes a cause of argument,
मुझे एक ऑब्जेक्शन है बार-बार मेरे फोन लाइन को काट दिया जा रहा है और आपका
संबित भाई आप भी जानते हैं टीवी में कट जाता है गजब है भाई ड्रामा का भी एक लिमिट होता है संबित भाई आप जानते हैं अच्छी तरीके से
नहीं ड्रामा का लिमिट नहीं है
ड्रामा कर रहे हैं आप और क्या कर रहे हैं
यार संबित 1 minute के लिए चलो मान भी लिया कि they deliberately cut your line, but it's not working against the BJP. Trust me, a silent Sambit is a more effective Sambit. But Sambit is Sambit. Here are Sambit Patra and Gaurav Bhatia debating.
Bhatia is shouting as if Mulayam Singh Yadav was the one who went to fight it out on the battleground. Gaurav Bhatia and Samajwadi Party who want to protect terrorists, who want to release terrorists from their jails. These people be told that this is the only government in India which has the muscle, which does not support terrorism. You are not prepared. You have not come prepared for the debate.
Okay, second question.
You have not seen the debate yourself.
And now watch this and tell us what's different.
You are not for. I'm for. No, you just betting. You are back. No, you are bad. I'm gonna tell you about. You will go home.
That's right. In the second clip, they were cuter and made much more sense. Now watch this clip of Arnab's.
If you want me to raise my voice over both of you gentlemen, Shambit and Gaurav, I can give both of you a run for your money, but let me please intervene.
Arnab, if you have to still tell people that you can shout louder than them, then maybe all those figures of everyone watching your show ain't that accurate. And anyway, Arnab, how much money are we talking about?
चुनाव की नौकरी करना छोड़ दो जब तक 5 करोड़ रुपए की सैलरी साल में लोगे तब तक फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर के खिलाफ डिबेट नहीं कर पाओगे.
Now since Arnab still has to tell people he can shout louder, he decided to turn over a new leaf and try to make his show a civilized debate. He really tried.
And let's get into the debate. First, I want to set some terms of this debate. I would request both sides, first of all. And Nalin, you're smiling, but this includes you, especially you, and certainly Ashish Khaitan. To hear each other occasionally is not a bad idea.
That's great, Arnab. Now let's see how this turns out.
Why didn't the Secretary to the Cabinet say Arvind Kejriwal's office was raided? Why didn't KK Sharma say Arvind Kejriwal's office was raided? Answer this question at least once tonight. At least once answer the question. Why didn't you say, are these papers proof? I believe in papers, Mr. Khaitan. Do these papers prove that you don't officially put on record that Kejriwal's office was raided?
So that didn't work too well. But more than Arnab and Ashish Khaitan trying this new civilized form of super primetime news hour discussions, but what caught my eye was that Mr. Rakesh Sinha, in this corner, over here, didn't say a word for 37 minutes. And when he did, we wish he hadn't.
Kejriwal, instead of addressing the problem of gutters in Delhi, he's using the gutter language in democracy.
What about Prime Minister's speech during
his speech is full of invectives,
what do your Prime
imputable tyrants and aspersons. This is not the democracy.
On television, the background matters, whether in the studio or in a politician's home.
आप पिंजरे में जब भी कोई शेर रखें और कोई नजदीक जाके बताएं कि कितने तुम मर्द हो.
Write about what you know. So here are
two persons, they are my life. I know about them, so I just wrote about them.
So sometimes I'll joke like this, I'll say something, or even in my work I'll just take on something which people tell me very often, yaar ye mat karo bhi hai.
Firstly, because you have referred to this issue of Bharat Ratna.
Sir.
While a picture or image in the background can demonstrate loyalty or be used for propaganda, जहाँ बाकियों के लिए फोटो ही काफी है, केजरीवाल needs this.
वो सीबीआई की रेड करवाते हैं मेरे दफ्तर के अंदर. प्रधानमंत्री जी को 2G घोटाला नहीं दिखाई देता, उनके ऊपर रेड नहीं मरवाते.
Jharu that spins. Need I say more? Usually, you need a hard surface for spin, as Shane Warne or Pudgy will tell you. But very few can spin in the air. Watch this.
अरुण जेटली जी तो खुल के बोलते हैं, एलजी मेरा आदमी है. एलजी से मैं
खुल के कहाँ बोले?
बहुत जगह बोले हैं.
कभी मैंने तो
अच्छा
ऑन रिकॉर्ड तो कहीं नहीं सुना.
नहीं, ऑन रिकॉर्ड थोड़ी बोलेंगे. आपके इंटरव्यू में थोड़ी बोलेंगे कि
नहीं. तो जब आप कहते हैं अरुण जेटली खुल के बोलते हैं, व्हाट डू यू मीन? आई मीन, हैव यू हर्ड हिम सेइंग दिस?
ये मतलब इंटरव्यू में ऑब्वियसली नहीं बोलेंगे, बट इट इज देयर एवरीवेयर इन द एयर.
कहती है मुझको हवा हवाई.
Al Jazeera's show Head to Head, anchored by Mehdi Hasan, was titled, "Is India flirting with fascism?" Well, I must ask, is Al Jazeera flirting with hyperbole, and that too with a lad who ain't old enough to flirt yet? Now watch this.
Critics blame the organisation for the murder of India's iconic independence leader.
What does that have to do with anything?
And accuse it of neo-fascism.
Actually, again the same question. These random shots of Indian police in action, what does it prove? They could also be curbing riots, no?
So, is communal violence on the rise in Modi's India? And is the world's largest democracy now flirting with fascism?
You're asking if communal violence is on the rise in Narendra Modi's India, but showing footage of a fight in the Kashmir assembly where incidentally Muslims are beating up Muslims? Come on, Mehdi Hasan, you can do better than that. And I have a problem with the title. What do you mean Modi's India? Hasan bhai, ye tera ek land nahi hai which belongs to the Queen. This is not Modi's India, or Nehru's, or Gandhi's, or Mehdi Hasan's, or the Lair Mehdi's for that matter. But as far as head-to-head is concerned, Ram Madhav's interview was nothing as compared to this one. Mind you, this is the former foreign minister of a country. Serious position, serious country.
I was the foreign minister. The prime minister never said this in the room when I was in the room.
What does that
never.
say to you about your status within the government?
No,
in reference to
not
drone
in the room.
strikes?
Not
you
in
weren't
the
in the room.
I was
so
not
Zardari,
in the room.
Gilani, they take all these decisions, but they
No.
don't tell you.
What?
Both knew that bin Laden was in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Did you know, or were you not in the room?
No, he was not in the room.
Are you serious? Forget Pakistan allowing terrorist camps. Forget Pakistan allowing Osama. How does Pakistan allow you to speak?
A major factor in ensuring that there was no double facing on Pakistan's drone policy, because I take myself seriously.
You're the only one, darling, taking yourself seriously.
Okay, I'm embarrassed to be a Pakistani.
On that, you're not the only one, darling. I'm sure everyone else is embarrassed that you are a Pakistani.
When we put in extremism into the thought process, into the minds and bodies of Pakistanis, trained them to be mujahideen, and then said, okay, done with it, extremism thought, take out, where was the exit strategy? What the hell, man? I mean, what the, really?
Really, what the hell, man? Hina, I say you start your next speech at the UN General Assembly with, what the hell, man? In the newly found state Telangana, here infrastructure, jobs and a gazillion other things should be the priority. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao held a puja that reportedly cost 7 crores, which the Chief Minister assured his citizens would not be borne by the state, but by his friends and sponsors, because obviously they have money to burn. Mr. Rao, you get our what the Fuckwah award. And if you're any good at reading God's signs, who you're trying so hard to impress, you'd have got the message when he set your pandal on fire.
तेलंगाना के मेढक में केसीआर के आयुध चंडी यज्ञ में भीषण आग लग गई है। आग तेजी से फैल रही है और इस आग की चपेट में पंडाल भी आ गया है।
While Al Jazeera was completely wrong in calling India Modi's India, BBC was even more wrong getting the Modi wrong.
And they're superstars, they're sportsmen, they're celebrities, they're royalty. Just got a shot here of Lalit Modi for you, the Indian Prime Minister, because...
We also had our caption contest, and this episode's winner is Sadesh Salvi. Yay! Congratulations, Sidesh, and keep the submissions coming. Remember to participate in our next caption contest to get your name on the next episode of Clothesline. Well, that's a wrap for this time. If you saw any moments from journalism that made you go, oh wow or oh crap, write into us or tweet to us. Subscribe to our newsletter and support our I Pay to Keep News Free campaign. We are the change. You are the change, for better or worse. Never do nothing. Stay connected. Stay online. If you enjoyed that, click up here to support us and down here to subscribe. Be sure to check out our older episodes and the other stuff we do, like Can You Take It, I Agree, panel discussions, comics and animations, and much, much more.